You with Off Work Sports. I want to kick off today and talk about a little bit basketball and putting players in the right position. You know, sometimes there's trades made and you scratch your head and you don't understand it and you kind of go, what the hell is going on? If we look at the Phoenix Suns, it's quite easily the TJ Warren move for cash considerations to the Indiana Pacers. Quite clearly, for some people, this move made no sense. They brought in Mr. Rubio at the point guard position. They did need a point guard, but losing TJ Warren, all that scoring ability, was a head scratcher. However, player personnel did the analysis and understood if they moved Warren, somebody else would excel, or they had enough players to excel. And that happened with the advancement of Devin Booker and also the draft pick Cam Johnson, who's having a pretty good season this year. Now, when I look at this team, the Phoenix Suns, I thought they had another year of basically development to get to where they're at currently. But right now, lo and behold, when we look at the playoff race, when I thought the Phoenix Suns would have been better off getting a nice high draft pick, I thought another power forward next to Deontay Ayton would be nice, possibly Mr. James Wiseman. They are now just pushing it in regards to scoring. I was scared about the three-point ability of this team when they drafted Cam. What I mean by that, I was thinking this is going to be a dangerous three-pointing shooting team, and that's exactly what happened. The funny thing is, a guy that has also improved and puts players in the right position, if you want to consider what a great point guard does, Ricky Rubio has been off the freaking hook, okay? Look at his statistics last night versus the Miami Heat. 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 7 points. The guy is a close, near-deal triple-double at the lower range. When you get that kind of productivity from a point guard that's unselfish and willing to set up his players, and that's kind of what was expected from Mr. Rubio, Mr. Magic out of Spain, it just makes the team better, and that's kind of what you're seeing here. Booker now has the full open Gore match right now, so you just go, wow. Scored 35 points last night. That was another great performance. Deontay Ayton is truly the roadblock that opened up their offense, okay, and roadblock in a good way. He has been the anchor in the post. He's an incredibly gifted inside scorer, can shoot outside as well. He is actually being slept on. I think he's one of the top 10 centers in the NBA at the least, and itching his way up to number 5. We are looking at the reason why he was the number 1 pick. He is paying dividends. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 18 points last night against the Miami Heat and Bam Adebayo. Now, the pick that I talked about that gets more open space and room to grow his game, is Cam Johnson from North Carolina. It was a sketchy pick at number 11 in the draft. A lot of people were scratching their heads. And then I also scratched my head and I said this was way too early to get Cam Johnson. However, the player personnel know where they want to put their players. Cam Johnson has come in 14 points, 3 rebounds last night. He has really surprised me defensively. He's definitely better than expected. And once again, North Carolina happens to be one of those teams that just doesn't do it right when it comes to exposing player talent. And I'm going to have to go into my mock draft as I look at the young point guard coming out of there and assess truly what he could become if he's able to get his wings opened up so there's no chains on him and let him fly. So it's going to be interesting to see. Mikal Bridges, again, I like Miles Bridges in this situation. However, as I think they should have drafted Miles versus Mikal. But they know better. He's long-armed. He's a defensive god, and he's doing his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He fits perfectly into the scenario. Some other honorable mentions that people are sleeping on. A guy that's finally got the opportunity to play in an environment that essentially gives him the throttle as a number 1 point guard off the bench. The backup is Javon Carter. Okay, he had incredible work done in Memphis in summer league play. He just needed an opportunity. He has it here with the Suns. as well as Cameron Payne, by the way. He put up 20, and Mr. Payne put up 5. But I love the play of Jevon Carter. Awesome guard. Definitely different pace of speed versus Ricky Rubio. Now, Dario Saric, come on. I mean, what an improvement from him. 10 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, this type of consistency, they have a team. They're probably one player away from being very, very dangerous in the West. And I think there's an opportunity, again, to get a nice flowing power forward. I think Wiseman can do it. And that would be pretty scary to have Wiseman and Ayton inside. Maybe move Bridges over to the bench role, or Cam Johnson. Maybe have a defensive front line in the beginning and have, Booker and Rubio as your starters. In all, they look like a pretty solid team. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Do I want to see them in the playoffs? I actually don't. I want to see them go to the draft. I think that's a better opportunity for them to head over, get into the draft, and pick up a nice player. Now with this winning streak, they're kind of hurting themselves in who they can pick. However, there's always something out there, a rebound or somebody like that they can pick up. I don't think they need more shooting, but if there's somebody that's that good, they got to get it. But a stretch 4 looks like to be the play. At this point in time, man, we gotta show respect to the coaching of Monty Williams and trusting player personnel on player trades to open up, clip the wings off of a player. Basically say, hey, these chains are off. You're free to run. There's no more egos. There's no more guys that have been in the league that have an attitude, and now you're able to fly. I'm not saying Warren had an attitude or anything like that. All I'm saying is, sometimes when you got that star player there, such as if LeBron James went there, it stifles the growth of the young youth. And I think the Suns don't have that problem with Booker there, a young superstar who's able to let the kids fly. All for sports, I'm signing off. Where do I see the Suns end up? I don't think they make the playoffs, but they could surprise me like they surprised me with these wins. So we shall see. I'm going to hit off now. Everyone enjoy their day. I'm out. Peace.